Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? My name is Jay, and I'm your host today. My co-host on my left is Taj, and this is the Divine Departure Podcast, episode number 4. Today is an exciting day. We got a couple fire episodes of anime that we want to talk about, a couple shows that we want to talk about. Primarily Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is killing it. One Piece, up for discussion. And essentially after that, we're gonna go into some trending topics, talk about some shows that we've been watching off camera, not anime related, or it could be anime related, and talk about what we gonna be watching tonight. Because there's a big fight going on, and we boxing heads.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's actually get into this shit. So the first episode of the new arc for Demon Slayer. That's the first thing we're gonna be talking about. I actually enjoyed it.
But before we get into the episode, I like how new age, like the new school of anime, the new generation of anime, is like they're telling us like this is a new arc. Like they're naming it like such a such arc.
Yeah.
Like Black Clover is doing that, and Demon Slayer is doing that. Like they're like this is like they're making it like definitive. Like back in the day, like the anime community would be like this is the such and such arc and then the such and such arc, but it wasn't really like defined. You know what I mean? So nowadays, like the new school anime, they're actually telling you like this is that. I think Hunter x Hunter was like probably one of the first ones to actually like define out arcs. Um so yeah, it's kind of cool that they're telling us like, okay, that was the Mugen Train arc. This is the Entertainment District arc. Like they're like One Piece just did it with Wano, but before Wano, they never did that.
Yeah, it was kind of bleak. Like for real anime heads, for real One Piece heads, we kind of were just piecing together. We were kind of just saying like, "Yo, we're in Zoe, so this is the Zoe arc," or "We're in Water 7, this is the Water 7 arc." You know what I mean? It
Well,
wasn't a
it used to be that they wasn't on an island for 100 episodes. Now it's like
yeah, sure. You know,
yeah.
we
So
had
so One Piece just did it with Wano because I think episode one of Wano was like the Wano arc. So it was like, but before Wano, they didn't do like Whole Cake Island arc. Like they didn't.
Yeah, well, it wasn't important, you know what I mean? Or I guess in the sense of like how anime culture is evolving, it wasn't important to kind of highlight this particular spot, this particular area that somebody's going to is like important to the story. And I like that, you know what I mean? I think from my perspective, I think that the directors, the people that were doing the animation, they did a great job, like entering us into like the entertainment district arc for Demon Slayer,
Yep.
and it was a crazy episode. You know what I mean? For me, it starts off like watching this little boy, and I'm confused. Like, who is this kid? But me not thinking that this kid is essentially Muzan, just kind of hidden from the world, if you will, or he's hiding his identity by just going and like transforming himself into different people. Although we don't necessarily know what his abilities are, or we've kind of seen how a little bit of like his abilities. Like it was cool to see the anime start off where Akaza going to him and talking about, hey, we the mission kind of failed with the Mugen train. Nobody really got killed, but I did kill a Hashira, and then Muzan like popped off.
Well, that was the thing though. Like Akaza was being a little bit arrogant because he came to report a different mission. Like it had nothing to do with the train. He came to
Train,
report a different mission that they're looking for some flower or so, and then he reported that, and then Muzan didn't even ask him. He was just like, "Oh, and I killed a Hashira," and that's why
yeah.
Muzan was like, "So you're gonna boast to me that you killed a Hashira?" Like because
No,
that
no,
was
I agree, but he also like Muzan dispatched him out. You know what I mean? He did say that, yo, I dispatched you out. Not only did you like didn't care to kill, like not only did you just kill a Hashira, which he just insinuated that Hashiras are no more than just regular humans. They're like demons kill humans all the time, but he also was like, well, I dispatched you out there to kill all four of them, all four of the actual demon slayers that were protecting the train, and you didn't kill all four of them.
Right.
And then it gets crazy because we see that he throws some type of like essence or some power out, kind of like, I wouldn't even say is like hockey. I wouldn't even call it hockey. It's not hockey by any means, but like he threw out like some type of like essence or some type of like
it's called main bad guy flex.
whatever. He threw out the flex, and Akaza, like you're starting to see his body is like tensing up, and the muscles are looking like it's about to like burst in his arms and his chest and his face, and he's bleeding. And I'm like, yo, his power is more to that. They just change it into different people because essentially we know he's the strongest demon. Like we
know that, but
we just didn't know like you nor me didn't know the extent of his power until I guess today. Although we still don't know the extent, we're kind of getting pieces of Akaza, or not pieces of Akaza, but pieces of Muzan throwing little hints to, yeah, I could do this, but I could also do that.
I'm wondering if each form has its own abilities.
You mean like the upper demons?
No, I'm talking about Muzan's forms. That was my first thought when I saw it, because he never did like that. Looked like some type of like wind like push or something. Like he never did. So, I mean, we haven't seen him really do anything, but I wonder if like every form like takes on its own abilities or something like that. But
yeah, he honestly, bro, he may just have a whole bunch of demon arts, like blood demon arts that like we just don't know. Maybe it's because of the fact that like he evolved from like just a normal demon to now he's like, number one, the top, the strongest. Like you're not gonna be able to kill him easily.
He didn't evolve. According to the dude that trained Tanjiro, he's the first demon.
Yeah, but I'm saying over the years, because of the fact that Tanjiro's trainer, his the successor of or whatever, that one of the beginning dudes, one of the beginning Hashiras or whatever, didn't take him out. I think that over the years that like he's probably evolved and he's probably grew, and it shows because he has a whole bunch of demons that all he has to do is kind of just cut his arm, let them drink his blood, and then they become like a lower one or an upper one. But I thought it was crazy.
What you thought about the dad?
That's a good one too.
Goku's dad.
We were getting a lot of content because the dad, we always kind of knew Rengoku's dad. If for all the people that is asking, or all the people who are a little confused, what we're talking about is Tanjiro after Rengoku died. Rengoku is the Flame Hashira. He fought Akaza, who Akaza got punished by Muzan. Because he didn't kill, all the demon slayers in that area. Tanjiro had a hell of a lot of respect for Rengoku, that he went to like his family's house and he was like, hey, Rengoku wanted me to give this message out, like his last words. And essentially the dad, he talked a lot of shit about him, saying he was the weakest and he didn't have any strength. That's why he died and all that stuff. And essentially at that point too, he was looking at Tanjiro and he's like, yo, he's like, from your earrings, he's like, you're definitely like the one who's wielded the sun breathing technique, the strongest technique of all demon slayers.
Bro, you don't got to recap the whole the
I
whole
mean,
month.
I'm not recapping it, but I'm just saying, like,
What were your opinions on the dad?
my opinions was that like who is Hakagami Kagura or whatever the name of the technique that Tanjiro uses, because maybe that's not a technique, maybe that's a person. Like Tanjiro's been using this fire form that we don't really know. Like it looks similar to like the flame breathing techniques, but it's
The
not
sun
really.
breathing. No, his is so like Tanjiro uses flame, like flame stance, flame breathing, but then like Rengoku is using sun breathing. It's called sun breathing technique.
No, Rengoku's using flame breathing. That was his
Oh,
thing.
he's using
He
flame
was
breathing?
Hashira.
Oh.
But no, what the dad was saying is that because Tanjiro had those earrings, he thought that he was like not necessarily the guy who created the sun breathing technique, but like the person who's like wielding the technique, the successor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily, and this goes back to what I'm saying. Like, I thought it was I thought it was cool because we were getting some information and like, he's like, yo, all of these other breathing techniques are off of the sun breathing technique.
Sun breathing first stance.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're all like imitations, if you will. And I thought it was interesting to hear that because it's like, it's like like sun is different from like water, which is different from
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
sound,
Yeah.
which is different from.
It's probably all explained in that book that he tore up. I think that this is my prediction. I don't know, but I feel like he might be the one to like reinsert himself in the Hashiras. Like he might come out of retirement.
Oh, you mean the dad?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking he might put himself back in it only because like one, he knows hella information that's in that book that we need to know.
Yeah.
And two, like I don't think they're gonna go without some character being able to use flame stance like better than Tanjiro.
To be honest, I don't agree. I think that he's probably not. I think that he would most likely end up being an ally to the people that will eventually like become Hashiras. I don't know if there's ever gonna be a flame Hashira in like the future. But
Well,
I
I
definitely
think they gotta because it's only because it's an anime and fire be like a common theme in animes. So I feel like they can't go without somebody using fire stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. Tanjiro may not necessarily be the flame. He may not eventually grow to be the flame Hashira, but I feel that he's probably going to grow to be something even bigger than that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, maybe, and this is like an idea, when they're talking about, hey, when you get your sword, your Nichiren sword, and you pull it out of the sheath and you look at it, the Nichiren sword takes like the characteristics of like what your flame breathing technique is going to be, like what type of demon slayer, what type of style of demon slayer you're going to eventually be.
Yeah.
The two people in the show that we've seen so far that haven't gotten their like color, it's just a black blade, is Tanjiro and Senjuro, which is Rengoku's little brother. We may see Senjuro.
No, Senjiro didn't get a black blade.
He did.
No, his blade didn't change color at all.
That's what I'm saying. He said it was a black blade. He said
No.
normally
No, I'm telling you, bro. He didn't get anything. Like he didn't get any color. Like he held the sword and it just stayed silver.
Just say the color. Okay, well then never mind.
To
continue my point, to go to Tanjiro, I feel that he may be the sun breathing wielder. He just doesn't. Maybe being a sun breathing wielder requires more. Like something. I don't know what that something may be, but maybe it requires him to do some form of training or hit some form of level where maybe he's trying to like save somebody, or maybe he's trying to kill a demon that's trying to like something like, him trying to save the world type deal, like something crazy. And eventually, like maybe that sword will change colors to like a yellow instead of like a flaming like orange, you know what I mean, for the flame shit. And maybe he might get it. Maybe he might get it.
I feel like you too much caught up into the sword colors.
I'm not.
Like the sword only changes color once. It's not like it changes.
Nah, but I feel like
they said if your sword is black, it doesn't mean that you stuck to one element. That's all it means. But it's not gonna change. Like when he could go from a water technique to a fire technique, the sword doesn't change from blue to red. It just stays black.
I mean, I feel that because of the fact that he has a black blade, it's something we're gonna find something in the future in regards to like that, to the reason why he is who he is, or like why Rengoku's dad looked at his earrings and is like, yo, like, are you the sun wielder? Like, I feel like there's connections with, I feel like there's things we just don't know, you know what I mean, which we'll eventually end up knowing. But
well, I feel like his sword is black just because he can, like, I feel like he's going to be able to use multiple different elements. Like, I don't think he's going to be limited to excuse me, to fire and water.
Wow.
So I think eventually he's gonna, like, he'll probably learn a technique off of this dude that they're following now. And then he'll probably, just because he's the main character, like, I don't think they're gonna limit him to one element. So he already knows water, he already knows fire. So I think his sword is black because they're just gonna allow him, like, the show is gonna allow him to learn like different stances and different elements.
So essentially what you're saying is that you think that Tanjiro is gonna become like Deku from My Hero and just have hella powers in the pocket, hella stances that he'll know just because like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because he already knows fire and water, and he hasn't mastered either one of them, but he has them.
I think that the way the story is progressing, and I don't know if you peeped this, but I think that Tanjiro, he may go to extreme lengths to get the power that he needs to like overtake the demons. If that's him becoming a demon or not, I don't know. But bro, he said something.
Really? You think Tanjiro will become a demon?
I think he might, because bro, he said this, and I don't know if you peeped this, but Master, when the crow came through and talked to him, the crow was pretty much explaining what Tanjiro said. He was like, yo, you're a coward. You're a coward. We always have to fight you in the darkness when you're at advantage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
I'm a demon, no, that's...
Bro, but Master heard that. And Master, he was like, He was like, Tanjiro said that? Like they're watching him. You know what I mean? They're watching his movements. They're not necessarily telling him that they're watching him, but I think that in the whole scheme of things, I think that because of his earrings and because of his hairstyle, he has some connection to this sun breathing technique, or this ancestor who was probably like the swordsman who killed the demon, who had that sun breathing technique. And I feel like something we're not necessarily getting. We don't have all the information, and to me, it's like a blanket statement. But he also said that to Senjuro. He was like, "Yo, there's not really a way that I can get better, like instantly. Like I could get instantly stronger to kill all of these demons." And it's like he said it twice. He said it twice to Akaza, and Akaza's like, "Yo, I hate you. If I ever see you in the streets, I'm gonna run your shit." And he said, I'm going to blow your brain matter on the floor. That had me rolling. But he said that to Akaza. He's like, nah. He's like, I hate you guys. You guys always come out at night, and we always got to fight you on your turf. When you're at disadvantage, you're a coward. And then talking to Senjuro, he's like, nah, there's got to be a way that I could get stronger instantly. And bro, the only way to get stronger instantly is to become a demon. As Akaza said, Akaza was like, yo, to Rengoku, yo, become a demon. Become a demon. And Rengoku was like, hell no.
I feel you.
What do you think about it? I mean, I'm giving you valid. I'm giving valid explanation. I'm not. And bro, I'm not saying like he's gonna become a demon, but it's either he's got two paths. It's either he learns like a technique that rivals the highest of demons, which might just be sun breathing, or he goes the other route. I just don't know. You know. And you also said like a couple podcasts ago, you were like, "Yo, Tanjiro don't seem like the type of dude to follow the demon corpse path, like the way like."
Well, yes, Tanjiro said that himself. I was just quoting what he said, but I don't. So me personally, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any chance he becomes a demon on purpose, unless it's like become a demon or I kill your sister. I think that's the only scenario where he will become a demon on purpose. Where it's like, well, I got no other choice. I gotta save Nezuko. Other than that, I don't see any scenario where he willingly becomes a demon. Also for this episode, so my thoughts on it is I was a bit disappointed, I feel like. Because we got that book that Rengoku was talking about, and the pages were torn up, and then I'm like, okay, well, the dad has all the information in the pages, and he didn't go try to talk to the dad again. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the same time, too, bro. Like they just fought each other outside. Like, bro. Think about it like this: like you come to say your condolences. The father who you come to say condolences to, he don't want to accept you, and then you tell him you're from the demon corpse. He starts tweaking on you.
Well, he just started tweaking, and he's drunk, so I guess it's kind of hard to.
He starts tweaking, just start, and he started wailing on him and stuff. And then
Tanjiro, I don't know. It was just like I don't know. It's like I mean, Tanjiro took the book anyway. I don't know if it was just the whole book was ripped up or it was just certain pages.
Nah,
like
it was the whole book.
It was the whole book. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. They kind of it was a big cliffhanger for me. Like it was a big like. Okay, what's the book gonna say? What's the book? And then you get no info out of it. So I think maybe Tanjiro will take the time, piece together the pages so that we could read about what's in the book. But yeah, it wasn't really I think we're rushing. I think all it is, I think we're rushing a little bit. I think Tanjiro has a long way to go, and I think he has a lot of training to get done. And I don't really expect him to fulfill what he's trying to do like quickly. And that's the thing, like because he said he's looking for a shortcut, but I think it's more about him training and getting better. Right now, let's be honest. Right now, if he were to turn into a demon, he's still not strong enough to take down Muzan.
Oh no, for sure.
So like that's not even a solution at this point.
It's not, but I'm just saying like in a general perspective, like maybe at a certain point in time, he becomes like kind of similar to like Rengoku's dad, where he just gave up. Like we don't really know the story behind that. I'm assuming that when he snapped on Tanjiro, he snapped on him off of like something related to what happened with like the sun breathing technique. It only kind of makes sense because like he's been dormant for years. He let go of his position. Rengoku, although Rengoku didn't really agree with his dad kind of just sitting down and being a slouch, like after his mom passed away, like he became the man that he wanted his dad to be proud of, and died making his mom proud, and I would hope his dad proud, because he was crying like after Senjuro was like, hey, he said, please take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe we'll see Senjuro actually pick up a sword again. That would be cool. Like his dad continues the training. and stuff like that. Either way, I just feel like we're rushing. It's a little too early for Tanjiro to do anything.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But nah, I thought it was a good. Thought it was a good 40 minutes, to be honest. It was a good 40 minutes. It set off, like for me, it set off excitement for this entertainment district arc. I'm assuming off of like the end of like I don't know if you remember the end of the episode, they were
Yeah,
showing
yeah, I was watching it.
they're showing Tengen with like his, I guess his successors, the three girls, and I'm guessing that they're demon corpse, demon slayers. They were just chilling while he's sitting on the chair, and then you see kind of like the landscape going around, like just the camera spanning through the village, and Tanjiro and everybody, and then you see like that demon that has like the whatever the cloths were that kind of were just she controls them or whatever with her powers, but I think that they're probably going to end up fighting another upper.
Well,
I assume,
yeah,
I
but
assume that she may be like one of the like elites, or she may be a lower one. I don't know, but I think that
yeah,
if they're bringing that much firepower, like it's like seven of them. They're probably taking down like an upper one. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. I just hope that they continue it, keep us excited, bro. And I just hope that they just, you know, tastefully keep giving us content like within like, as it should be, like the right way within like the right, particular episodes, like however the timing is. I hope they continue with it because I think they're doing a great job.
yeah. I think we need a like in terms of defeating Muzan. I think we need a time skip. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I said, like let's say I feel like we're just rushing. Like I think I mean they did a small one. They said 4 months, so they've been training for 4 months, but I think they need a significant time skip.
And
I think and unfortunately, uh it's kind of like My Hero in a sense, but My Hero kind of OD'd with it. But you know how My Hero, like I was telling people, like I don't think Deku is gonna become the strongest. I think what's actually gonna happen is everybody stronger than him is gonna get smoked. That's what I think is gonna happen. Like I don't think he's gonna actually like surpass like
anybody.
certain like the legendary heroes. I don't think he's gonna like surpass like Endeavor and All Might, and I think Deuce is just gonna get smoked, and he's gonna be the last one left.
Yeah,
Either get smoked or get really old. You know what I'm saying? And he's just gonna
yeah.
be like,
Well, I don't mind the really old part. The really old part is cool, but like when the one thing to me that it gets me mad is when you bring like a character like Sir Night Eye, and then this is all My Hero. This is all My Hero, but like you bring a character into like a new season. Season 4 was the worst season of My Hero. Anyway, you get a new character, you give him a whole hell of a lot of context within a short amount of time. You get infected, and then he gets punched in his chest and dies. And then you're like,
but I think the same thing is going to be in Demon Slayer. I think a lot of these house heroes,
they're probably gonna do that.
Like there's too many people stronger than the main character. So it's like there's too many good guys. There's too many good guys stronger than the main character. So
Well, I mean, I hope that he learned something with Tengen, the Sound Hashira, because that's their new mission. They're gonna be with him, and I assuming killing one of the upper demons, that female demon. But I'm excited for it. I mean, I really just don't want to see all of them die like early, and then we're confused as fuck. Like, yo, like how the fuck is he gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this, like we fucking kill Marco, we fucking kill like every elite. We kill the Akaza 9, and then we smoke like 9 out of 10 Straw Hats, and then Luffy's there, and then Luffy gotta beat Kaido's ass with Big Mom right there. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? No law, no kid. Everybody gets smoked.
Let's transition into One Piece.
Let's.
Oh,
You right.
oh, what we got? 101 and 102. So we'll just talk about both of those. Like I said, we don't got to recap the whole episode.
Yeah,
Like
I
at
mean,
this point,
I
at
like
this
to,
point,
you know.
at this point, we're assuming our viewers is keeping up. If not, it's just hella spoiler. But that's what the anime, that's what the podcast is.
Yeah, essentially. So
And we not just to be clear, we're not manga readers.
we
So
not. So
for
don't
any of you in the audience that's like yo, but y'all already know XYZ is about to happen. We don't.
don't drop it. We will block you.
Yeah,
We
do
will
any of
time
that.
you out. Don't do it.
We don't even like Anyway, segueing into One Piece though, like I told you, episode 1,000 wasn't gonna be nothing. Like
Episode 1,000 was a regular wasteful kind of episode.
Regular episode. They always do that with landmark numbers. I think it's been a trend. There hasn't been a landmark number that they actually popped off since probably the show was on like live TV.
Yeah.
In America anyway. But the whole thing with Drake is getting interesting. The whole thing with Drake is getting real interesting. There's one thing that doesn't make sense, and I know they're not going to explain it.
What is it?
I know they're not going to explain it. Why is Hawkins alive?
That's a good question. Yeah, because we assumed that he died. And I told you, did I not tell you? I told you a while back. I was like, nah, bro, he's definitely not dead. He's gonna come back. And you told me, nah, he's dead. He's in the ground. We saw him get shot. He died. That dude did not die. So I need my cred. I need my street cred. So Taj, what you gonna say? I did give you the credit. I did tell you, and you was like, nah, he's dead. He's in the ground. He's dead. I was like, nah, bro, he's definitely coming back. And he was like, nah. So what's good?
You got it.
But to continue,
You got it. I don't know what to say. Like One Piece is always letting me down by not killing people, and I should have been able to predict that they're not going to kill them, and then what they do.
Bro, you gotta put this in perspective. The biggest thing that they haven't explained is devil fruits, and the reason why that is the biggest problem and the biggest plot hole in the story is because of the fact that you allow these fuck niggas at the wheel like Basil Hawkins to have an ability to control shit, control people, be a puppeteer. And then you give this man 2 million lives. This man could take all of Wano, all the citizens of Wano, and just have puppets in his shit. And whenever he gets,
there's a limit. I forgot how many. It might be 9, but there's a limit.
Well, he could legit.
No, there's a limit. I forgot how they said it in the arc where he almost got kicked in half. I forgot what the limit is though, but. Regardless, there's zero reason he should be alive.
You're right.
Why would Law break out of prison and beat him up?
Because, bro, I think there's something more to the story, and I feel like, bro, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me or not, but I feel like Oda's putting a bogus ass story for X.Drake. Now, this is what have been interesting, right? With X.Drake, right? Because we found out that this dude was a traitor a while ago. He wasn't a pirate. You know what I'm saying? He's a Marines.
He's a double agent.
And I assume that his crew are also double agents and they're also undercover. I don't really know how that undercover shit work, but I'm assuming that if he is the whole crew maybe. And they may be, you know what I'm saying? That they like it's not like that's something that we've seen, like, you know, people going into Onigashima, drinking, yo, what's good? Yeah, kill Momonosuke, but they really don't want to kill Momonosuke, but they're like, yeah, kill him. And then when shit pop off, they start slicing heads off.
But Hawkins not even a part of the crew. That's what I'm saying.
No, Hawkins is like I knew that he was him and Scratchman and Pooh. I knew they were snakes like at that moment. Like I knew that.
No. But listen, the question is, why would Law come out of prison like Drake let him out?
Yeah.
Then why would he not kill Hawkins?
Bro, I think the reason why is because he's a double agent. Bro.
Oh, you think Hawkins is a double agent too?
No, I don't think Hawkins is a double agent. I think that if he would have killed Hawkins, people would have known. Like people would have already realized, yo, I'm hitting up Hawkins on the snail. He not picking up. His crew is all over Wano. They don't know where he's at. So we need to find him, or else heads are rolling. So I don't think he could have easily made that choice to go and kill Hawkins like out of nowhere. I think Hawkins, he knew like, and that's the smartest thing about X.Drake. I think that he's so smart that he knew that like, yo.
Wait. Before you call X.Drake smart, this dude is retarded.
No. He not like he's smart in certain instances.
This dude is mad, bro. I thought he was smart too. At first, I thought he's been finessing and his IQ's on a million. That's what I thought until they were like, he was like, "How'd you catch me?" And do you remember what they said?
What they said?
They was like, "Oh, there was a guard."
A guard.
That's what they said in the show. He was like, "How did you know there was a guard?" And they just left it at that.
I gotta watch that.
Shit. Bro, legit, bro. It was like, how did y'all know it was me? And it was either Hawkins, and they were like, there was a guard.
That's the one piece of information that I forgot from the fucking.
That's what they said. They was like, there was a guard. I'm like, what do you mean? So you did all of that and just some random guard, and they didn't explain it no further. They didn't.
That's a plow. Hella, bro. Hella plow, but bro.
Like, what?
I don't know what X.Drake like.
There was a guard.
I could understand, right, if X.Drake was spying on the Kaido, if he was spying on Kaido and Wano to see what's good with the operations over there in Wano, that's one thing. But what threw me for a loop, which is probably threw everybody in the fucking community for a loop, is he like they tied, like Oda tied in Kobe talking about Luffy, and that Luffy, he be making friends with everybody, like anybody, like just because he's just a nice guy, you know what I mean? And he's like, man, if you ever run into any problem, you're gonna end up asking Luffy to become allies, whatever. And he's like, yo, Luffy, I don't want to tell you what my identity is, what my purpose is.
Well, he can't tell them he's a Marine, so that part makes sense. Because then, so that I understood, because they kept trying, like, who are you? What are you? Like, I get that part. But at the same, because he told Zoro, he was like, if I tell you, like, it's gonna force us to have to fight. Real quick, Papa O and Black Audacity, I appreciate y'all for the support. I see y'all in the chat. Remember, we are live on Twitch when we do these before the upload on YouTube. So if you ever want to check us out on Twitch, let me just throw the Twitch up real quick. It's the Twitch is Trust0365, and then you can go on the Divine Departure Podcast YouTube to check out the upload. So we appreciate y'all support. And yeah, if you check us out live, you could throw a question in the chat and we might be able to answer it for you. So
facts. And if you got any recommendations of new anime, new shows, drop it in the comments for the YouTube channel. I mean, for the video on the YouTube channel as well as here, and we'll definitely take a look at any suggestions y'all have, anything that y'all want to talk about. We could definitely try to incorporate that, man.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
it's all just community support. What we're thinking about on our perspective, what you guys may be interested in, or just maybe what the community is interested now. But we may be wrong. Maybe people hate One Piece. I just don't know about One Piece.
There's people out there that absolutely hate One Piece. So,
but we love your opinions and your feedback. So,
but we could definitely talk about why y'all hate it, and I might even agree with most of it. So,
same. One Piece got some flaws. One Piece got some flaws.
But all animes, if we pick it apart, we can find problems in them. So,
it's true.
Shout out to Darling in the Franks. Anyway.
But anyways, to segue back into One Piece, I was confused because
it was a guard.
I mean, on top of the guard not even a problem. The problem is that
I'm gonna find
I don't understand why X.Drake needs to work with Luffy. And I don't know, like I don't know really what he's doing in Wano. Like, what are you spying on? Are you trying to get the poneglyph? Like, what? Like,
well, remember, the Marines, they have no jurisdiction in Wano.
Oh,
so the only way to get information is to go as something else and then report back to the Marines low key, because you can't just pull up in Wano and be like, I'm a Marine and I need y'all to give me the information. You can't just do that because they don't have jurisdiction there.
But at the same portion too, you can't also just hop on the pirate bandwagon on a pirate that like don't get me wrong, like Luffy, he's grown from like us watching him for years, but Luffy not like we still need to see more growth with Luffy to be able to fight Kaido. Like there's still like a missing gap in between Luffy's power and Kaido's power, and even Big Mom's power in regards to like him trying to take control of Wano, like with the Akazaya 9 type shit. You know what I mean?
So it's about Luffy?
Yeah, so I'm saying like
no, bro. This is what I know for sure. Luffy is gonna beat Kaido with the power of love and friendship and happiness.
Yeah. Bro,
now Big Mom, like I've been saying from the beginning of the arc, who's gonna fight Big Mom? I don't know. And apparently Oda decided, you know what? Let's have Jinbei hip toss her out of Wano, and she'll be back 200 episodes from now.
But bro, she about to be back next episode. I don't know if you've seen the ending credits, but she
200 episodes.
She gonna be back next episode, and we gonna see what she about to plan to do. But
who's fighting her? Is it Jinbei? Is it who's? And if
Jinbei, I really hope
Jinbei Big Mom.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, bro, the only reason why is because he's the only man that we've seen that she tried to soul snatch him. Like, don't get me wrong. And I don't necessarily know in regards to like strength. I think she would probably have the advantage because she's strong as shit. But for her to get hip tossed by Jinbei, and not only that, but like for him to withstand her life or death, bro, I think he would be the one that you would sacrifice for the squad to get the W. Now I don't know if we would get the W, but he would definitely be a sacrificial lamb because bro, Luffy's getting his soul snatched. We know this for a fact. If Big Mom really pulled out the stops, he would get his soul snatched.
All right, look, hot take. Ready?
Right.
The longer One Piece goes on, the worse the show is getting.
Right.
In terms of the plot.
For sure.
The longer it goes on, the worse it's getting. Are they gonna explain how Jinbei got away from Big Mom?
Probably not.
Are they gonna like
maybe? Because I think I don't know how they're gonna like. I don't necessarily know how Luffy's gonna fight Kaido. I assume that
don't they have to explain that? They can't just
bro. But I think they're gonna do all of this explaining on the ship. You have you ever realized that like all the big explanations be on the ship? Like when everybody get back together on the ship and they're chilling and they're away from danger, people start opening their mouths like, oh yeah, well I ran and saw this poneglyph here. Yeah, I went and saw Bram Bram. He told me the story of Bram Bram here, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Bro, it's always like while they're together, not in harm's way, we gonna get some type of content. I feel that's what's gonna happen. They gonna complete the mission in Wano, however they do it, and then they gonna get back on the ship, and then Jinbei gonna explain in like in 5 minutes tops. Not even details.
No, it'll be 15 seconds tops. But
yeah, 15. It's gonna be a Roger and Whitebeard fight. Just a little 10-second clip.
They gotta give us something. That's
important.
They gotta.
I agree.
You ready? Here's the plot twist.
What's the plot twist?
And Oda don't do stuff like this, but this is what other animes do. Here's the plot twist. Ready?
Right.
Jinbei didn't escape.
And Jinbei's like a double.
He and Big Mom had a conversation, and he agreed to spy on the Straw Hat Pirates. And then at the brink of it's time for them to all fight, Jinbei turned on everybody.
That would be crazy, bro. Bro,
because she got the whole Fishman pirates hostage.
And Katakuri he's at Whole Cake Island guarding.
Wouldn't that be fire? Yo, Oda, hit me up, bro. I got you. We could save this show.
Bro,
Katakuri back babysitting. That's why he didn't.
That's a great theory. I mean, honestly, I think we should hold that theory in the pocket and just see how this goes all the way through. And if it happens, bro, you would get mucho respeto. I'd be like, fuck.
That would be crazy.
That's a one hell of a plot. Because then Luffy's like, fuck, he betrayed me, but he betrayed me because his homies is hostage. And nobody really explained, like Jinbei just popped out of nowhere.
He just pulled up by himself.
It's kind of similar to not Kanjiro.
Kanjiro, yeah.
The dude with the red hair, right?
Yeah,
the clown. Because bro, he popped out of nowhere in Dressrosa. He was just sitting in a corner and behind like a broken building or some shit.
Yeah,
and then
he just ran.
Hey, Momonosuke!
Tanjiro, yeah.
We found Tanjiro. I definitely wouldn't put I wouldn't put that against you. That sounds like a solid plot. I mean, bro, that would probably make the show 10 times more interesting than it is.
Save the show, Oda. I'm telling you, bro. Hit me up. I got you. Don't worry.
Hit up the homie Trust0365 on all platforms. Instagram,
I got
Twitch.
you. Hire me as a writer, bro. We could save this, bro.
That would be lit. But
yeah, I mean, looking forward, I feel like even though like the whole thing with X.Drake is, it's cool. It gives us something else to kind of like focus on and stuff. I'm trying to figure out what the Marines are even like spying for. Like, what are the Marines' end goal with Wano?
Bro, you know what it is, bro. It's the poneglyph, the red poneglyph that's supposedly there. That's the only reason why the military cares at all. And there could be two reasons. Now, Wano, as we know, is supposedly the gateway of some new generation, some next some upcoming person, some big person in One Piece who's gonna make his mark in One Piece history. Maybe another Will of D. Maybe it might be Luffy. Maybe it might be a successor. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they're waiting for this dude. Also, your camera's a little fuzzy, bro. It's like frozen. But I'm
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my fault. I'll fix it.
But in regards to that, like Odin, he said it himself in the book, which, bro, the book to me and why Yamato has it is so much more important than the poneglyph. I don't know if you think in the same perspective, but you know, Odin stated that like Wano is like the gateway, the entryway into some new generation, into some person that's going to change the world, and we don't really know, like, for the benefit, for the worst, like we don't really know who this person is going to be and what they're going to do, but we know that Wano has some significance to time that has to be met. Like Wano has to be opened up because this person has to come through. This person has to make a change, and it has to start from Wano and then go from Wano to wherever else. If it's to Laugh-Tale or Rafto, whatever the fuck you want to call it. At this point, they changed it so many times that I don't even know. But to Rafto, or if it's to somewhere specific like that kingdom that disappeared off the map, like it has some importance, and I think that book might be also what they're looking for too.
Yeah. Real quick, I found the clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little funny,
but yeah.
I'm gonna show 5 seconds of it. Yo, they take our episode down for 5 seconds.
Well, they definitely will hit that copyright claim straight. Definitely.
Bro, it's 5 seconds.
Yeah, well,
I'll be tight if they. But I found the clip. Look, this is all the info they left us with, bro. And I'm like, this is why this show gets me mad. This is all the info they left us with. Ready? Remember this part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now watch.
I'm in. There
Right
was
there.
a guard. So is the guard law? I gotta watch that episode,
Bro,
man. That shit is confusing.
there was a guard.
I thought it had to. Yo, Hawkins is looking hella. He looking down at him, hella condescending. Like, I knew you were the traitor. It's mad funny. Whatever.
So are they saying that? That's what I'm saying. Are they saying that the guard that was there survived and ran back and snitched, or was there another guard that they didn't see, or like how did the guard give away?
Bro, the guard the guard could be anybody, bro. It could be the ninjas from that little coupe
No. What that clip is saying is, I don't know if you remember, but there was a guard guarding Law. So X.Drake would have had to taken out the guard to free him. So all of that makes sense. But what I'm saying is, how did they piece together, oh, the guard's not there, so X.Drake must be the person? How did they
piece it together? Yeah.
How did they? That's all they said. There was a guard.
Yeah,
okay, there was a guard. Cool. How did that lead to? Well, it must have been you. Like that doesn't. Like anybody, Frankie could have pulled up, killed the guard, and you know what I'm saying, took the guard out and freed him, and like how did they? Like that doesn't even. But they're not gonna explain it. I know they're not gonna explain it
again, bro. It's creative. My idea is hella creative because I'm thinking out of the box, right?
Right.
Maybe the guard might be one of the Toby Ropo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I mean?
They're not gonna build on this, bro. This is another One Piece thing that they do. Like for certain scenarios where it's like, if they give you a tidbit of information, like they're trying to move on with the main plot. So they already said they was in a meeting and they was like, we got to explain that part, and they was like, okay, well let's just say that they figured it out because the guard that was there wasn't there, and Drake is the only one that know the guards. and so it had to be, and then we'll just leave it right there.
Well, the guard might have just been Basil Hawkins. I mean, like he didn't like it to me. It's a little weird how they did it. You know what I mean? Because bro,
like I said, I know there was a guard there. Like there
no.
was somebody guarding the door. I know that.
Like let me put it in perspective, right? Like to me, I thought it was just hella weird because Law was getting tortured by Hawkins. We knew, bro. We knew it was Drake there. Like we knew, but it was Hawkins and it was fucking Hawkins and it's fucking Drake, right? And however many episodes next. Oh, hey, Gabe Asher 01. This is live. This is not a rebroadcast. So this is gonna be the new episode that gets posted on the YouTube channel. Like I would say probably next weekend. So yeah, this is actually the live episode. What we normally do is we go through and we record the live episode on Twitch, and then we actually take the video. We post clips to our socials, which if you could switch the banner, bro.
I got you.
Yeah.
For the YouTube or for the
for just our like my shit says J and yours says Taj and it says like that. Yeah. So we normally
I'm gonna put the YouTube link. I'll put the YouTube link in the chat real quick.
Do the Jewish people go to hell for not accepting Jesus as their Lord and Savior? What?
Well, we don't gotta read chats that don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Anyway, so to continue, on, right? To continue on, I don't know. They both were in the room interrogating Law, and then Law ends up getting out, and Hawkins ends up getting bodied. So essentially, like Drake was there to kind of watch Law beat up on Hawkins. So I don't really know like that transition of Law getting beat on by both of them, and then essentially after that, Law gets out and Drake lets him out, and then Hawkins gets bodied by Law. It's a little confusing to me. Like I don't really understand what that interaction was, and they're probably not going to explain it. You're probably right. They're probably just gonna let it be.
I know for a fact they're not gonna switch, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's just these be the holes. These be the reasons why it'd be hard to defend One Piece sometimes. It's still a great anime. But it's just like I said, the longer the show goes on, I feel like it's degrading in quality.
Yeah, for sure.
It's starting to feel kind of like I said, it's starting to feel like kind of Pokemon-ish. Like it's just like
it just keeps going.
Yeah, it's just
there's no end.
It's kind of it just keeps going. They keep making up a new reason to make it longer, and yeah, it's all good.
But we are essentially done with that.
Anything trending, bro?
Yeah. So this weekend I was watching this show on HBO Max. It's called Santa Inc. or Santa Incorporated, and essentially it's like an animated it's like an animated comedy for like this elf who's actually trying to become the next Santa, but she don't really like kids, and she don't really like interacting with kids. She just likes her job, and she's like so good at it. Yeah. But bro, that show, if anybody has HBO Max, I would definitely recommend it because it was mad funny, bro. Because Seth Rogen, he was playing like he played Santa, like he did the voiceover for Santa. And
that's mad funny. That's already mad funny.
Bro, in the fucking show, you seeing fucking, and it's like 3D models, like and that's hard to do, like to create like shows and the episodes where you're just doing it frame by frame off of the actual like clay models, and shit.
That's that claymation.
But essentially, bro, it's for adults. So anybody who's watching the podcast who's like under 18,
we got the mature audiences.
Yeah, we got the mature audiences, but I wouldn't recommend it for nobody who's young because you got a gay elf fucking a gay angel.
Damn.
You got an old lady showing her tits, a old elf lady showing her tits, and
Don't spoil too much, but yeah.
no. I'm not even spoiling.
Wait, what's it called?
It's called Santa Inc.
Santa. Okay.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited for the Matrix coming out. I'm gonna do my yearly. I do this about once a year because I'm a fiend. I watch all of the Animatrix, the first movie, second movie, third movie, and then apparently I'm not a true fan though because there's a a computer game that came out that's canon that's supposed to be after the last movie.
Sheesh.
And I looked it up on YouTube, and the only big takeaway from it is that Morpheus gets killed, which is kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to stand by it altogether. Like I said, I looked up a couple different videos, and they said that the game is canon, but at the same time, it's still Hollywood, and they could still remix it or whatever. We know that Morpheus isn't in the movie. That's been confirmed a long time ago. I don't know, but I don't know if that's because of the story or because Lawrence Fishburne wanted more money that they was willing to pay him.
But then again, bro, it might have just been tastefully so that it could have been both scenarios. Like he could have been like, "Yo, I need more money for this." And then, but bro, what I like about
Because
it is
they can't replace him because there was rumors that like that they might bring in another, but they can't. He killed that role. Like there can't be another Morpheus. Like so.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he did an amazing job for all three Matrix movies. Like he did a great job. You know what I mean?
I'm like I said, I'm low key mad that Keanu Reeves kept the John Wick hair.
But bro, I don't even blame him, bro. He's doing two different shoots at the same time. That's hard, bro. For him to go into Neo mode where he got the hair slicked back. I mean, he should have just did that. He
He
should have
should have
just
did that at least. Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
should
saying. At least do that, or you know what I'm saying. But he kept the same exact. So it's hard to look at him
he
and not.
did. He made like, I mean, what we've seen is just like a slither of the movie. He may end up like slicking it back at some point in time. Like that.
Or straight up, yeah. 'Cause I don't know. It's Hollywood. I figured they do the bald cap and then do the hair over the.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm real excited for it. I know that it's like plot wise, it's gonna be real. Like the fourth movie can't be the last movie plot wise because there's if they're gonna continue it, this whole fourth movie is just gonna be explaining stuff. They're
Well,
not even gonna bring in new elements to the story because there's so much that they have to explain if they're gonna keep it going.
I mean, I think it was interesting because, like, I think what was in movie two, we already found out who the bad guy was, and it was some old guy looking at cameras of like, you know, past like all of the like the scenarios of one person, and like I essentially just all the scenarios of Neil, and none of the scenarios like his girl made it out alive type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to explain the whole thing,
Yeah,
but that scene with the architect explains like basically the Matrix is a big like conundrum. It's
yeah,
a big cycle. It's because and this essentially how it works is the machines need people to use as batteries, but they can only breed humans. Like they can't breed quick enough that they need to sustain their life. So they need humans to breed themselves. So then you got Zion, the city underground, and Zion keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So at a certain point, what the cycle is that the machines are cool, and then the Matrix program that's supposed to control people's brains while they sleep, so they could be used as batteries. The program eventually hits a glitch, and
yeah.
that glitch is Agent Smith. And What the machines haven't been able to figure out in their programming is choice. And as a programmer, imagine I told you to give me pseudocode for choice. Like how do you program choice?
How do you program choice?
That's how do you program like free will? Like how do you do that?
That's tough.
So the machines haven't been able to figure out how to program choice. So eventually the logic, the logic base hits an error, and the error comes out as Agent Smith, who was the bad guy in the first three, and then in the second one he turns into just a virus. And what that does is that destroys the Matrix, and now you can't use people as batteries because they're going brain dead, because that's why the Matrix is the Matrix, to keep them alive. So now you gotta, as the machines, now you gotta go back into Zion, harvest more people, create a new Matrix, and then spin it all up again. And then you let 4 people survive with the one, they rebuild Zion, and then it's a cycle. It's a cycle. So the third movie actually ends in like a truce. Like the third movie ends with them not destroying Zion, and Neo was apparently the first one to choose to go to the other door. So they're like, okay, well, Zion wasn't destroyed because he was able to get rid of Smith, which was the virus. So we're gonna see if the Matrix could stay stable with Smith out of it, even though there was just this virus. It's like, and you know this, like I said, you know this because you're a program. It's like you got code that's working. You don't know how it's working, but you're just gonna let it keep running, and because it's it hasn't died yet. So that's essentially what the fourth movie is. Like the fourth movie is, there was a big ass virus called Agent Smith. Neo inserted himself in and beat the virus, or canceled out the virus. So it's like, do you keep running that code that had the virus? So they decided at the end of the movie, the architect and the Oracle, which they're both programs, they were like, how long can we survive this way? And they were kind of like, well, we'll see, type of thing. But that's essentially what the fourth movie is. Like they're gonna keep running that same version of the Matrix that had this glitch in it, and they're just gonna see what happens. So that's the breakdown of what the fourth movie is. So I don't think there's gonna be too much action or too much like Neo type stuff. But I think there's gonna be a lot of just, if for the true fans that understand like where things left off, it's gonna be a whole lot of explanations and stuff. So I'm excited for it. And I like I said, I just hope he gets back to the Neo haircut at some point. That's all.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, real quick, I don't want to. I know we already covered everything. I'm about to be caught up in Black Clover, so we could probably throw that into the next episode. What do you think?
Yep.
I'm about to be caught up. I'm getting there. It's been a journey.
Bro,
it's been a journey. I'm not gonna lie.
We still got the second part of the final season that we're waiting for. So I mean, you got time, but we could definitely keep incorporating it into we could incorporate every time you get up to like a certain point.
Yeah, well, we got to stay up to date on the podcast. So I'm almost caught up on Demon Slayer. So probably by next episode we'll throw that in there just to chop up.
You already caught up in Demon Slayer, bro. You already saw the new episode. That was today.
Oh, not Demon Slayer. I said Black Clover.
Yeah, Black Clover. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I'm about to be caught up. So probably next episode we could throw that in there. As like a third anime, because we're still waiting on My Hero. So.
Yeah, but bro, what they did do is they threw a trailer out for season 6.
Okay.
And essentially in the trailer, it just shows Deku going against Tomura. Like not nothing crazy, not necessarily them throwing blows, but them them going into like the contact, like the motion of throwing blows type shit. Yeah, exactly. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see how that next season is gonna be. Season 4 really it took me out. It took me out. After Sir Night Eye got bodied, I was like, yo, I need a break. Cause
Real quick. I didn't even know I could do this, but I'm gonna start doing this. So yeah, if y'all come into the live, if y'all throw in a shout out or a comment or a great question, I can actually display it on the live. So for example, uh this was from Black Audacity. I don't think Streamlabs had this. If it did, I didn't catch it. But Black Audacity, thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the support. If y'all want to throw in, a comment, a good question or whatever, we'll throw it in the live. We'll answer it right here on the spot. But no, that's it for today for us, right, bro?
yeah, that is it. Thank you for everybody who stopped by and watched. The video is gonna get posted soon. I would say probably around next week, or this not necessarily next week, but this week coming up. Probably by the end of it, we'll post it up. And yeah, we're gonna continue cranking out content. Keep looking out for new animes, and those are our actual links. You guys may have a hard time looking at like
It's a little small.
yeah, but those are essentially on my IG and on his IG. Well, not IGs, but those are our names. At Keystroke, at Trust0365.
Yeah, that's my IG. That's my IG, and
Yeah. That's my Twitch account. So I have to seamlessly add everything together. So that's coming soon. But
yeah, if you follow my IG, the Trust0365, the link to the podcast is in the bio, and then you'll actually see the posts or clips from these episodes posted, and I'll take you over to Keystroke's IG, which is Juani. So yeah, definitely check us out. We'll try to present this information a bit better next time.
yeah,
But
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Thank you guys for pulling up. It was a good podcast, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.